I dreamt of him again. A man with piercing silver eyes, his gaze heavy with longing. His voice is a whisper against my ear, calling my name as if I belonged to him. I try to reach for him, but my fingers grasp at air. The world around us is bathed in golden light, and yet, as I step closer, shadows creep in. Then, just as I'm about to touch him, I wake up. I bolt upright in bed, my breath ragged. My heart pounds, my skin damp with sweat. The dream is familiar, yet just out of reach, like a melody I once knew but can't quite hum. I glance at the clock. 3:17 a.m. Again. I rub my temples, frustration mounting. It's been happening for weeks now. This same dream with the same man. His face is hauntingly familiar, but I have no memory of him. And the worst part, each time I wake up, I feel a hollow ache in my chest, like I've lost something I can't remember. I don't go back to sleep. The next morning, I shake off the dream and focus on my art. That's my safe place, my studio, where colors and brushes obey me even when my own mind feels scattered. But today even painting doesn't help. My strokes feel wrong, the hues too harsh. And then, without thinking, I begin sketching a face. The same face from my dreams. I drop my pencil the moment I realize it. My hands tremble as I stare at the rough sketch. He looks so real, so familiar, but I know I've never met him. Have I? The thought unsettles me more than I care to admit. Still obsessing over mystery men? I turn to see Renee, my best friend, leaning against the doorway with a smirk. She's holding 2 coffee cups, and I take one gratefully. Not obsessing, I mumble. Just confused. She hums knowingly. It's probably just your overactive imagination. Or maybe you're fated to meet this dream guy in real life. I roll my eyes. I don't believe in fate. Renee shrugs. Then why does he keep showing up? I have no answer. That evening, I attend an art exhibition downtown. The room buzzes with chatter, soft music weaving through the air as people admire the pieces on display. I lose myself in the art, letting the colors and forms ground me. And then I feel it. A shift in the air. Like the moment before a storm, when everything is still yet electric with something unseen. I turn. Across the room, standing near a painting of a golden field, is him. The man from my dreams. I feel the world tilt. My breath catches. His silver eyes lock onto mine. And in that instant, something deep inside me stirs a whisper of recognition. A memory just out of reach. He knows me. I can see it in the way his body stiffens. In the way his lips part, as if he's about to say my name. But I don't know him. And yet, why does it feel like I should? I can't move. My feet feel rooted to the ground, my breath shallow. The chatter of the exhibition fades into white noise, the music turning into a distant hum. All I can hear is the pounding of my own heartbeat as I stare at him. The man from my dreams. He stands across the room, his silver eyes locked onto mine, as if I'm the only thing that exists. There's something in his gaze, familiarity, longing, certainty, as if he's been waiting for this moment. But I haven't. I don't even know him. And yet my body betrays me. My pulse races, my skin tingles. My throat tightens with unspoken words I don't even understand. He takes a step forward. Then another. Panic grips me. No. This is crazy. This isn't real. I spin on my heels and walk away. Fast. I weave through the crowd, ignoring the confused glances as I push past strangers. The exit isn't far, I just need air, space, anything to make sense of what just happened. But before I can reach the door, a voice stops me. Isla. I freeze. My name. He said my name. Slowly I turn around. He's standing only a few feet away now, his gaze searching mine. Up close, he's even more striking, tall, broad-shouldered, dressed in a tailored black suit that makes him look almost ethereal under the exhibition lights. I swallow hard. How do you know my name? His lips part slightly, like he's surprised I asked. Then a flicker of something painful, sadness, crosses his expression. As if I could ever forget you, he murmurs. A shiver runs down my spine. What? My voice is barely a whisper. He exhales, running a hand through his dark hair. I've been looking for you. I don't know whether to be terrified or intrigued. Probably both. I shake my head, stepping back. I think you have me confused with someone else. A humorless chuckle escapes him. No, Isla. I could never mistake you for someone else. The way he says my name sends chills down my arms. The way he looks at me like I'm someone precious. Someone he's lost before it's too much. I don't understand, I say, my voice shaking. His jaw tightens. You wouldn't. Not yet. I should leave. I should turn around, walk out of here, and never look back. But I don't. Because deep down, in a part of me I don't understand, something whispers. He's telling the truth. I made it home. But sleep refuses to come. I lie awake, staring at the ceiling, replaying every moment of the encounter. Lucien Devereaux. That's his name. He told me before I left. As if he needed me to remember it. I don't. But why does it feel like I should? I close my eyes, exhausted, but the moment my mind drifts, I see flashes of gold. Sunlight. A field. Fingers brushing against mine. A voice whispering. Promise me, Isla. No matter what happens, we'll find each other again. My eyes snap open. My heart is racing. I sit up, pressing a hand to my chest. The words echo in my mind, as real as if they'd just been spoken. But they weren't. Were they? I don't remember ever saying them. I don't remember ever knowing him. So why do I feel like I just broke a promise I don't even remember making? Morning comes too soon, dragging me into the daylight before I'm ready to face it. I barely slept. Every time I closed my eyes I saw him. Lucien. His voice echoed in my head. His gaze burned into my memory. He acted like he knew me, as if I belonged to him. But I didn't. Did I? I shake the thought away and push myself out of bed. I need normalcy. A routine. Something to ground me before my mind unravels. I grab a quick breakfast and head to my art studio, hoping to lose myself in colors and strokes. But the moment I pick up my brush, I hesitate. A face is already staring back at me from the canvas. His face. I don't remember painting it. But there he is, his piercing silver eyes. The curve of his jaw. The way his lips part like he's about to say my name. My hands tremble. This isn't normal. I step back, my breathing uneven. I shouldn't know how to paint him with such precision. I shouldn't know the exact shade of his irises, the subtle arch of his brows, the way his expression carries both longing and sorrow. But I do. As if my hands remember what my mind has forgotten. I grab a cloth and wipe the canvas clean, my heart pounding. I won't do this. I can't do this. By noon I'm restless. I need answers. I consider calling Renee. But she'll only laugh and tell me I finally snapped. So instead, I find myself standing in front of my laptop, searching for the one person who might have them. Lucien Devereaux. The name feels foreign on my tongue, yet familiar in my soul. I type it in. The results are instant. Lucien Devereaux, CEO of Devereaux Industries. Wealthy. Private. Rarely seen in public. There are only a handful of photos, corporate events, charity galas, but in every image, his expression is unreadable. Except for one. I click on it, my breath catching. It's a photo from years ago, taken at some old historical estate. And Lucien is staring at something beyond the frame. No, not something, someone. His expression is raw. Desperate. Like he's looking at something he lost. I scroll down. And then my blood turns to ice. The article below the image reads, "The Devereaux family and their mysterious ties to past life phenomena." I shut my laptop with a snap. This is ridiculous. Past lives? Reincarnation? I don't believe in that. Do I? My fingers hover over the laptop, itching to open it again, to keep digging. But a strange unease creeps up my spine, whispering that I might not be ready for what I'll find. I push the laptop away and exhale shakily. Maybe I just need to get out of my own head. I grab my coat and head to the one place that has always helped me think, the old bookstore on Belmere Street. The scent of aged paper and ink wraps around me like a familiar embrace the moment I step inside. The store is quiet, tucked away from the city's rush. It's the kind of place that feels untouched by time. I wander aimlessly, running my fingers along the spines of books, trying to quiet the storm in my mind. But then, a book falls from the shelf beside me. I jump, my pulse spiking. I glance around. No one is near. No one touched it. And yet there it is, lying open on the floor. I kneel down, hesitating before picking it up. The title sends a shiver down my spine. Love Beyond Time. Stories of Reincarnated Souls. I swallow hard. A coincidence. That's all it is. But then, as I flip through the pages, my breath catches. They're etched in ink. 2 names stare back at me. Lucien Devereux. Isla Moreau. I drop the book. My hands shake as my mind races. This can't be real. This must be some kind of joke. I'm about to close it when a passage catches my eye. They were lovers once, torn apart by fate, bound to find each other again. But only one remembers. My stomach twists. I shut the book and shove it back onto the shelf. I need to leave. Now. The cold air outside does little to clear my head. My heart pounds as I press a hand against my chest, trying to steady my breath. This is getting out of control. Lucien. The dreams. The paintings. The book. And that feeling, the ache in my chest every time I see him. Every time he says my name like it means something. I don't know what's happening to me. But one thing is clear. Lucien Devereux knows the truth. And if I want answers, I have to face him. I should be running in the opposite direction. Every rational part of me says to forget this, to forget him. To pretend the dreams, the strange familiarity, the whispers of something I can't remember don't mean anything. But I can't. That book, our names were in it. And Lucien, he looks at me like he already knows how this will end. I need answers. So instead of running, I do the only thing I can. I find him. Lucien's company is a fortress of glass and steel, towering over the city like it owns the skyline. Devereux Industries. Wealth. Power, influence, and him at the center of it all. I don't have an appointment. I don't care. The receptionist barely has time to protest before I push past security and step into the elevator. My pulse thunders in my ears as I press the button for the top floor. My reflection in the mirrored walls stares back at me, wide eyes, flushed cheeks, breath unsteady. I don't recognize myself anymore. But something tells me I will. Soon. The doors slide open to an office that feels like another world. Floor-to-ceiling windows reveal the city sprawling below, but all I see is him. Lucien stands by his desk, as if he's been waiting for me. His silver eyes darken when he sees me, his hands clenching at his sides. You came. His voice is quiet, measured. I step inside, my breath shaky. I need you to tell me the truth. He watches me carefully. What truth, Isla? My name in his mouth sends an unsettling shiver down my spine. I steel myself. Who are you to me? His jaw tightens. The air between us is charged like lightning before a storm. I told you, he says slowly. I've been looking for you. That's not an answer. His lips press into a thin line. For a moment, I think he won't say anything at all. But then his voice drops low, raw, aching. We knew each other before. I swallow hard. Before what? Lucien takes a step closer. My heart stutters. Before this life, Isla. I can't breathe. You're lying. I whisper, but the words sound weak. I wish I were, he murmurs. It would be easier if I were. The room feels too small. Too tight. You expect me to believe that what? We're lovers in another life. I let out a short, humorless laugh. But even I hear the tremor in my voice. Lucien doesn't flinch. Yes. My stomach twists. That's insane. Is it? His gaze is sharp, searching. Then tell me, Isla, why do you dream of me? I freeze. He knows. He knows about the dreams. I step back, shaking my head. You're messing with me. You're Gold Fields, he says softly. I go still. My pulse pounds as images flash through my mind. Sunlight. A field. His hand reaching for mine. Lucien watches me, his expression unreadable. You remember it, don't you? I clutch my head. The whisper of a past I shouldn't know tugs at me, just out of reach. No, I rasp. I don't remember anything. Silence stretches between us. thick with something unspoken. Lucian sighs, running a hand through his hair. Then I'll make you remember. Something in his voice sends chills down my spine. But deep down, beneath the fear and confusion, a small traitorous part of me wants to. I shouldn't be here. I should be running, putting as much distance as possible between me and Lucian Devereaux. But I don't. Because despite everything, despite the absurdity of what he's saying, despite the fear clawing at my chest, something in me wants to know. Something in me needs to know. I follow him. Lucian leads me out of his office, down a private elevator, and into the underground parking lot. His car is sleek, black, and far too expensive, but I barely notice. My mind is too busy screaming at me, what the hell are you doing, Isla? Still, I slide into the passenger seat. He doesn't speak as he drives, and I don't ask where we're going. I should, but deep down, I think I already know. It's only when we leave the city behind, when the towering buildings turn into winding roads and endless fields, that my stomach knots with unease. The scenery is familiar. Too familiar. I've seen this before. In my dreams. I grip the edge of my seat as Lucian turns onto a long, tree-lined driveway. A grand estate looms ahead, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun. A sharp pain pierces my temple. Flashes of something of somewhere rush through me. Stone walls. Candlelight flickering against dark wood. Laughter in a dimly lit ballroom. Warm hands cupping my face. A promise whispered in the dark. No matter what happens, we'll find each other again. I gasp, my breath hitching. Lucian glances at me, his grip tightening on the steering wheel. It's starting, isn't it? I shake my head, trying to push away the images, but they cling to me like ghosts. This place. My voice trembles. I know this place. Lucian exhales, pulling the car to a stop in front of the grand entrance. You should. His voice is unreadable. You used to live here. My heart slams against my ribs. What are you talking about? Lucian turns to me, silver eyes unreadable. Come inside, Isla. The moment I step through the door, something inside me shifts. It's like walking into a memory. The grand hall is vast, its marble floor stretching out beneath an intricate chandelier. The air is thick with the scent of old books, and faint traces of something floral, something I know. Lavender. My knees buckle. Lucian is there in an instant, his hands steadying me. His touch sends a jolt through me, warm, electric, familiar. My throat is dry. This isn't real. This is just my imagination, right? Lucian doesn't answer. Instead, he leads me through the hall, past tall archways and winding staircases, until we stop in front of a set of double doors. He pushes them open. Inside is a room bathed in golden light. A large window overlooks the vast countryside, and at the center of it all, a grand piano. My breath catches. I know this piano. Before I can stop myself, I step forward, my fingers grazing the polished surface. A shiver runs through me as a strange sense of déjà vu washes over me. Lucian watches me carefully. Play something. I shake my head. I don't know how. You do. His voice is soft. Certain. Trust yourself. I swallow hard and lower myself onto the bench. My hands tremble as I place them on the keys. Then, without thinking, without hesitating, I play. A melody flows from my fingertips, haunting and sweet, carrying whispers of something lost to time. And then a voice. You always play this when you're sad. My fingers freeze. I look up, my breath catching. But the words didn't come from Lucian. They came from my own mind. A memory. I stare at him, my heart pounding. What is happening to me? Lucian kneels beside me, his expression filled with something achingly familiar. You're remembering, Isla. His voice is barely a whisper. And it's only the beginning. The melody lingers in the air long after my fingers still on the piano keys. My chest is tight, my breathing uneven. I shouldn't know this song. I shouldn't feel this loss. I turn to Lucian, my voice barely above a whisper. Who was I? His silver eyes soften, filled with something raw, something devastatingly familiar. You were Isla Moreau. His voice is steady, but I can feel the weight behind it. In another lifetime you lived here. And we. His throat works as he swallows. We were everything to each other. I shudder. I don't remember. You will. The certainty in his voice rattles me. I shake my head, standing abruptly. No. This is insane, Lucian. I don't believe in past lives. I don't believe in any of this. Lucian exhales slowly, watching me with quiet patience. Then explain why you knew that song. I open my mouth. Close it. I can't. I grip the edge of the piano, my nails pressing into the wood. My heart is beating too fast, too hard. It hurts. You're forcing this on me. My voice is sharp, but I don't care. You expect me to just accept that we had some tragic love story in another life. Lucian's jaw tightens, something dark flashing through his expression. Do you think I want this? His voice is low, strained. I go still. I've spent years searching for you, he says, stepping closer. Years, Isla. And when I finally find you, you look at me like I'm a stranger. He lets out a bitter laugh, but there's no humor in it. You don't know what it's like to remember someone with every part of you, only for them to look right through you. I swallow hard. A part of me wants to say it's not my fault, that I didn't ask for this. But another part of me, the part that aches when I see the sadness in his eyes, knows that he didn't ask for this either. I shake my head, wrapping my arms around myself. I don't know what to do with this. Lucian watches me for a long moment. Then, without a word, he turns and walks toward a bookshelf near the fireplace. He pulls out a small leather-bound journal and hands it to me. What is this? Yours, he says simply. From before. I hesitate before taking it. The leather is worn, the pages yellowed with time. My fingers tremble as I open it. And then, my breath catches. The handwriting is mine. My mind spins as I flip through the pages, each one filled with letters addressed to him. Lucian, I don't know if we'll have another life after this one. But if we do, I hope we find each other again. I clutch the journal to my chest, my vision blurring. This isn't possible. But the proof is in my hands. Lucian steps closer, his voice quiet. Now do you believe me? A tear slips down my cheek. I don't know what I believe anymore. The journal is heavy in my hands, but the words inside weigh even more. Every page is filled with me, my thoughts, my fears, my love for a man I don't remember. A man standing right in front of me. Lucian doesn't speak, doesn't push. He just watches, waiting for me to process the truth I can no longer deny. This isn't a trick. This isn't manipulation. It's real. And I don't know whether to be terrified or shattered. I don't remember getting back to the car. I barely hear Lucian's voice as he tells me he'll take me home. I don't protest. The ride is silent, the journal clutched in my lap. My mind is a storm of questions. If I really did love him in another life, why don't I remember? What happened to us? Why did I forget but he didn't? The last question gnaws at me, hollow and aching. The universe gave Lucian memories of a love that ended too soon. And it gave me nothing. That doesn't feel fair. When we reach my apartment, Lucian parks but doesn't move to leave. I hesitate, hand on the door handle before turning to him. What happened to me? My voice is barely above a whisper. In that life. Lucian stiffens. His hands tighten on the wheel, his knuckles going white. You don't want to know. Yes, I do. A long silence stretches between us. Then finally, you died, Isla. The air is sucked from my lungs. Lucian's jaw clenches, his silver eyes dark with something almost unbearable. You died. And I couldn't stop it. I stare at him, a cold shiver running down my spine. How? He looks away. I don't want to do this tonight. Lucian, you don't remember yet, he cuts in, voice tight. And when you do, I don't know if you'll ever forgive me. My stomach twists. What do you mean? Lucian runs a hand down his face, exhaling sharply. Not tonight, Isla. Frustration flares inside me, but I don't push. Not yet. Instead, I nod slowly, gripping the journal tighter. Will I see you again? His lips twitch, almost like a sad smile. You always do. And with that, I step out of the car. But as I walk toward my door, a single thought echoes in my mind, chilling and undeniable. I died. And Lucian knows why. I don't sleep. I can't. The journal sits on my bedside table, its presence unbearable. Every time I close my eyes, I hear echoes of a past I don't remember. Whispers of a love that ended in tragedy. And Lucian's words repeat over and over in my mind. You don't remember yet. And when you do, I don't know if you'll ever forgive me. What did he mean? What could he have done that would make me his past self's greatest love hate him? I need to know. I need to remember. The next morning, I make a decision. I go back. Back to the estate. Back to him. Lucian is waiting for me when I arrive, as if he knew I'd come. His silver eyes scan my face, reading the determination in my stance. You're ready, he says quietly. I nod. Show me everything. He leads me through the estate, deeper than before. Past hallways filled with paintings of people I don't recognize, but somehow know. Past a grand ballroom where I swear I hear music, laughter, my own voice. And finally, to a door at the very end of a long corridor. Lucian hesitates, his hand hovering over the handle. You don't have to do this. But I do. I push the door open myself. And the moment I step inside, the memories come crashing down. Pain. Screams. A fire blazing in the dark. Lucian, his hands covered in blood, his silver eyes wide with horror. I'm so sorry, Isla. I never meant for this to happen. I gasp, stumbling backward, my hands flying to my chest. My heart hurts. Lucian catches me before I fall. Breathe, Isla. Stay with me. But I can't. Because I know. I remember everything. I wasn't just his lover. I was his enemy. Or at least, that's what our families believed. We came from opposing bloodlines, bound by hatred that spanned generations. We weren't meant to be together. Our love was forbidden, and I was killed because of it. Not by Lucian's hand, but because of him. Because he couldn't save me in time. Because his own family betrayed us. Tears burn my eyes as I stare at him. You were supposed to protect me. Lucian's expression crumples, his pain as raw as my own. I tried. His voice is hoarse, broken. God, Isla, I tried. I shake my head, my body trembling. Why didn't you tell me? Because I was afraid, he admits. Afraid that if you remembered, you'd leave me again. And this time, I wouldn't get another life to find you. The weight of it all crashes down on me. I died for him. He lived with that grief for centuries. And now we're here. A second chance. But do I want it? Can I love him again, knowing what we lost? Knowing what I lost? Lucian steps closer, his hand hesitantly reaching for mine. Tell me what you want, Isla. If you walk away, I won't stop you. But if there's even a chance. My breath shudders. Even now my heart knows him. Even now, I feel the pull. Maybe fate made us remember for a reason. Maybe this time we can rewrite our ending. I take his hand. And this time, I choose to stay. The waves crash against the shore, the salty breeze threading through my hair. The sun is setting, casting the sky in hues of gold and crimson. Lucian stands beside me, his fingers laced with mine, as we watch the horizon together. It's been months since I remembered. Months since the past came rushing back like a flood, nearly drowning me in grief, confusion, and longing. But I survived it. We survived it. At first, I wasn't sure if I could move forward. The weight of my past death, our past love, our tragedy felt too heavy to carry. But Lucian never let go of me. He gave me space when I needed it, but he never left. He didn't push for my love, for my forgiveness. He only waited. And in time I realized something. The past didn't define us. Not anymore. We were given another chance not to relive our pain, but to create a new ending. A better one. Together. Do you regret it? I ask softly, turning to face him. Lucian tilts his head, studying me like I'm the most precious thing in the world. What? Remembering and waiting for me. Holding on to a love that might have never come back. His lips curl into a small, knowing smile. Never. I search his face, looking for hesitation. There is none. You were worth every lifetime, Isla, he murmurs. And I'd wait for you in 1,000 more. My chest tightens, but this time, it's not from pain. It's from love. A love that transcended time. A love that endured death, loss, and heartbreak only to find its way back. I squeeze his hand, breathing in the moment. Then let's make this one count. Lucian leans down, pressing his forehead to mine. We will. And as the sun dips below the horizon, I know without a doubt. This time, Our love won't end in tragedy. This time, we write our own fate. Together. Comment, like, and subscribe.